Okay, you guys, so today I thought I would turn the camera on while I get ready with some of my new must-have things. This blush that y'all ask about all the time. All of the kind of like Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk things that are fairly new. The Pillow Talk little eye quad. So I did sort of a look that is very like natural glam. I didn't do my eyebrows. Okay, sweet baby. Sweet baby Jesus. Let me just do it. Let me just do it. I wasn't gonna do an intro to this video, but I guess I'm glad I did because totally didn't do my eyebrows. So yeah, you guys, as always, I'll link to the products that I'm using. I've been kind of doing my eyebrows really very like natural lately, just nothing crazy. And I'm using this blonde pencil, which I forget sometimes the products that I use and things that I love. And this was one of the ones that I really loved not that long ago. And now I see why. When I see myself wearing it in videos or in photos, it looks good. It doesn't look harsh. It's real good. But yeah, I don't really do a whole lot. I just kind of lightly fill them in. I really like this look because it's kind of that like peachy, warm eye look that I feel is kind of popular. It's very like beautiful and flattering, very like sexy, I don't know. That's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna talk about so much, you guys. So much about, I'm trying to think, so like what did we talk about? So many things, yeah, so many things that you guys had requested in that recent Instagram photo. That's kind of what we talk about a lot, of like different video types, you know, things coming up and things that you guys had asked about or requested. So that'll be interesting. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Like when I was doing my makeup in the video, I was kind of like, my eyebrows don't look that bad. And then when I got my lashes on and finished, and then I looked, I was like, okay, yeah, I need a little something. Super laid back, just chill. We're gonna talk and do makeup and you know, show you guys a lot of new different things. I will link to everything that I'm wearing, including this sweater. If you guys did not pick this up, grab it. I'm wearing just like some sweatpants and just like a basic cardigan with it today because I have not fully gotten dressed yet. You know what, I'll be totally honest with you. I gotta go to the grocery store and run some errands. I think I'm just gonna wear these with this and my loafers. Which is kind of funny, I'm more into those now than I ever have. Whatever, we need to do a video on clothing. So many things coming up. So anyways, you guys, stick around. We'll get into everything. And yeah, if you wanna see how I did the look, keep watching. Wow, that was a total throwback. That was like such a reflex thing to say. I feel like I haven't said that in so many years. If you wanna see the look, keep watching. You guys wanna see how I did it? Then keep watching. Then keep on watching. Wow, total throwback. Okay, keep watching. I'll shut up. In that last Instagram post that I did not that long ago, I don't even know, we're just gonna get the hair out of my face. You guys like these kind of videos where I just like do my makeup and go for it, and a lot of you guys wanted to see more makeup type videos. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna catch up and talk and just have a good time. So I've put on, what have I done so far? So I've used my, my Clinique Even Better, you know, moisturizer. And then this is the Acne Solutions Liquid Makeup. I swear, you guys, this is just always what I go back to. You know, I have so many that are good. They're beautiful foundations, but just on the daily, this is what I use. And I'm using two new products, the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush, which if you get one thing from this video, you guys, you'll see when I use it. And what's so funny is I try new products all the time that I may not tell you guys about right away. But I'll wear it in a video and just kind of see, you know, what it looks like on camera, like if you guys notice. And I'm not getting you guys so many questions and just comments, oh, what's your highlight? Or you look really glowy lately, or what kind of blush are you wearing? Which I never get questions about blush, and it's been this every time, and I just find that so funny. And then I have the new little eyeshadow palette too. My lips are really dry before I'm gonna use something different on my lips, but I need some lip balm. Y'all, honestly though, I've been wearing this just a lot of days, the Sarah Happ. You know, it's the regular. It's really pretty just on its own, but we'll just leave that alone for a minute. Okay, because I am doing some different things. I want to kind of show you like a natural, we'll call this like maybe like really romantic glam. I don't know, okay. So what do you guys want to talk about? First of all, what I was saying before about that Instagram post where I asked you guys what you wanted to see. A lot of you guys obviously want to see, you know, makeup videos, and I really want to talk about a lot of things that I'm using, and I'll link to all these things. So, but I put a little right there too. It kind of like just covers up my like veins, and this is so good for anything. It's just like such a good like serum. It corrects darkness, puffiness. It's just so good. Like, not just corrects it like color wise, but it like really helps with like dark circles and wrinkles and fine lines. It's just really pretty around your eye area, but it's like a beautiful concealer anyways, which a lot of you guys know about that. But something I've been doing lately, and honestly I feel like it's a little much, but sometimes like if you really want a lot of brightness, let me tell you, first of all, okay, the reason I went to this because I got back into my MAC Prep and Prime, the Radiant Rose. This is so hard to find. I recently just found it at Macy's. That's like the only place I can find it. And they were doing like a 15% off sale, so I ordered a few of them. But after I do that concealer, I've been putting some like right here, you know? And I don't know if I want to use this or show you guys something different, because like I said, this may be kind of hard to find. But this is a good alternative, and it's the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer with hyaluronic acid, creaseless, soft matte. So I love using this under my eyes, but this is kind of good for like if you really want like some brightness without piling on powder. So I don't get it like super up under my eyes. I just do it like right here. And this is the color Snow, which is kind of intense and very light. Okay, so I just do it like all right here. I don't even know, it just works. It's kind of like what I used to do with the MAC Prep and Prime Radiant Rose. So I would do that all up under my eyes and put a little bit right there and a little bit right here. Okay, so what do you guys want to talk about? Take me seriously, please. So the post that I did on Instagram a while back where I asked about, you know, what kind of videos you wanted to see, I really liked that. It gave me a lot of good insight. And it was interesting because I've already done a few of the ones like you guys wanted to see, like handbag related, things like that. But I'll be honest with you, it was honestly really kind of refreshing. I mean, some of you guys said you wanted to see, you know, a lot of really specific things, which is good because that's what I like to do. But, you know, about the vlogs and stuff, because I always feel like people ask me, you know, to do vlogs. Of course, there's people that like to see vlogs. And when it makes sense or when it's something that I want to do, I'll do it. But do you guys feel like Instagram stories and all of that, I don't want to say like kind of have killed vlogs? Like, I like to do these types of videos that are specific. I like to talk about random things. Anything and everything I feel is fair game on this channel. If I want to make a video about anything I could, and it would be within what I do. And I love that I've kind of done that because I feel like I can just be really real with you guys. I'm not trying to like fit or do something that I don't want to do. But do you guys feel like just the vlogs of just wandering around Target and just driving and just doing, which I used to do those, but I feel like it got to a point where they just kind of became honestly something that I don't want to see, and I'll talk about that. So I didn't really want to do them myself to put out for you guys. Does this look really white? I know I need to blend, just give me time, okay? I'll link to everything I'm using, like I said. We'll make this look less scary in a moment. But, and see, I didn't have to like put on powder or anything to make it look nuts. I mean, we're not done, but I don't know. I just feel like kind of like, if I'm gonna go somewhere and I am going to like, I don't know, even just if I'm at Target and I see something great, if I'm at a restaurant and I want to show you guys something interesting, if I see something cool on the street, if I'm not gonna film that and then go back and like edit it later and then I want to just like show you guys. Everybody has an Instagram account, so I'm just gonna post it to Instagram. Do you know what I mean? And so, or like a trip even. Like I will story the hell out of a trip if I want to. Sometimes, a lot of times I don't. You know, it just depends on how I feel. Do you feel like that has sort of kind of like made regular vlogs not that interesting, like that you see on YouTube? I don't say not interesting, but like I cannot sit through a video of just seeing like wandering or just doing something. And I get it, and I think a long time ago that used to be really interesting because maybe like you didn't see people doing a lot of that, like because we didn't have a lot of Instagram stories or Snapchat or whatever you want to do. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know. So I guess I can't do, like, my thing is like, I don't want to do a lot of those kind of videos where I'm like, okay, here we go. Let's go to Target. Let me try on clothes in a dressing room that I'm not going to buy. I cannot do that. Like, I can't show you guys things or recommend things to buy that I'm not buying myself or spending my money on. You know, so a lot of it is just, I don't know. It's just not my thing. And it just hasn't been, you know, like it never really has been. But like when I used to have a vlog channel, you know, but I just, if something makes sense, if I'm like going somewhere, I'm in my car and I want to talk to you guys about something, I'll do that. And I guess maybe that's why I don't watch a lot of people anymore, or why I just watch a few people, is because I can't watch something where like what are you doing? Like, are you just, am I gonna have to, I just wanna see someone like sitting or just walking around a store or just doing, and I feel like you've seen that so many times. I'm not trying to say anything for anyone else because there's plenty of people that enjoy that. I'm saying that for me, and what I put out is, I put out things that I personally wanna see, and I personally don't watch those things or want to. I'm kind of over it. So that's why I don't do a lot of that stuff. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna show things that I feel like authentic about. I don't know. Okay, I never change this up. Literally, you guys, this is like bronze. Like, I will try different blushes. I'll try different mascaras. But this bronzer is like just all that I love. I don't know. I hope you guys understand that. And how do you feel about vlogs? Like, I get it. Maybe you want to see something a little different from time to time. But about like just saying I'm setting out today to film a vlog, here's the thing. I feel like it's forced. So when you guys are requesting that, I guess that's my whole point. I'm not ignoring you saying, oh, I don't want to do that, or it's like I've done all that over the years and I'm just not into that. You know what I mean? And I just don't, and I particularly just don't think it's interesting. Oh my gosh, I have so much to talk about. Products and stuff. There's been a lot of products that I don't like lately. And I think what I might do today, because I have some time, I think I might film one of those videos. Okay. I'm thinking also, yeah, I get so just like about my hair. I'm thinking about maybe like the next time I go, think about going a little darker. I kind of just want to do like a warm caramelly color with my natural color, like it's a little darker, like a caramelly light. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I just like change. I like to change it up. And what it was is I posted that dang photo of Olivia and I when she was like only a few months old the other day. And I kind of had that going on with my hair. Really, it was just like where I'd colored over blonde and it was kind of like grown out and I liked it. So I don't know. I feel like I might be going back to that. I want to show you guys what this does. This is that eyelash curler. That's amazing. Okay, so look at what I got going here. And then, like, I'm not kidding you guys. I haven't clamped it yet. I was just getting them positioned. Like, is that not nuts? Can you really see a difference? I can see such a huge difference. And so a lot of days I've just been doing this and not even doing mascara, but my lashes have been so good lately. Like, I was kind of afraid it was going to like damage them or something, and no. So that one, the Shiseido one's so good. All right, this was the eyeshadow base that I use, the Trish McEvoy Eye Base Essentials. I really love this for like color correcting because it's almost like a foundation. But I think my all-time favorite one is the Urban Decay, the anti-aging one. It's so good. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow that I'm gonna use. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. And I swear, you guys, this is like the one brush, it's the E40. It's like the one brush I could use and just always, and just like use nothing else. So I use this color, it's a little pinky, like a pinky nude, and I put that kind of right in my crease, but then I pull it down some. I'm telling you guys, I don't know what it is about this. This is the most perfect little eyeshadow quad. I have really been loving more like eyeshadow quads and like little things like this, more so than like huge palettes that have a lot of unnecessary colors. And with this, I find I don't even need like a dark brown. Like a lot of times I'm like, okay, a palette needs like a dark brown or a black or like a really dark color. I find that I don't even need that with this because it's such like a different kind of pretty look. But most of the time I just use these three and it's so perfect. So then I take that medium brown and I put it right in my crease. I told you guys, like I think about like, okay, well, what do I talk about with my girlfriends when we go to dinner or like what are things that we, you know. So I know that so many of you guys watch the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the whole dog drama. Like, what do you guys think? I'm kind of annoyed by it at this point, and I feel kind of like disappointed that the whole entire season is being taken over by this because I think it's like the dumbest thing on earth. And let me explain why. Like, to sum it up, if you're unfamiliar, I take this light color and kind of like put it here. I know a lot of you guys watch the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Well, eyes watering, but let me tell you, it's so annoying. Like, Lisa Vanderpump has a dog center, like a rescue center for dogs, and then Teddy Mellencamp, I didn't love her last season. I thought she was kind of boring. I don't know what I thought. It was just kind of like, I like her this season. I mean, she's kind of starting to grow on me. She's John Mellencamp's daughter, blah, blah, blah. That's like really all I could say about her. I'm like trying to think of anything else to say. She's an accountability coach, whatever. She does all this fitness stuff. Dorit, another one on the show, apparently adopted a dog from Lisa Vanderpump's dog center, and then it bit her kids and her husband. So instead of taking it back to the center, which you're supposed to do, that's a common thing. I remember like when we got Waylon, they said that the breeder was like, bring him back to us, you know, like don't ever, you know, get rid of him no matter how old he is. And like obviously we would never, but you know, okay, so this dog was aggressive, whatever, it was biting her kids, it bit her husband, and instead of bringing the dog back to the center, she gave it away to this other woman that apparently wanted the dog. I don't know, this woman's like nowhere to be found, which I don't blame her. Can't really come out, because then she dropped the dog, this other woman dropped the dog at a shelter, which everyone was like, oh, it's a kill shelter. Well, then it came out it wasn't a kill shelter, then it came out again, it was a kill shelter, whatever. Dorit really didn't have any control over that, but she did give the dog to the woman, which that wasn't great. But the shelter contacted Vanderpump Dogs because the dog was chipped, and then it became this whole thing that like, oh, did you hear about this with Dorit? And Lisa Vanderpump didn't want to be the one that talked about it or gossiped about it. So apparently the story is she told Teddy, or she got her people at the rescue center, like the guys that worked there that she knew was friends with Teddy, to tell Teddy, so that then Teddy would bring it up, and then the season's focus would be on Dorit, which Lisa Vanderpump kind of has it, I don't want to say has it in for, but they're always just kind of like, nah, you know? So for the first day they filmed together, it was so obvious. Like to me, it was just obviously set up. They never go to the dog place, really. It's like, here comes Teddy and Kyle, like to the dog center, here comes Dorit's dog, and it's like Teddy then, when she saw Lisa saying, I don't want to talk about it, Teddy was like, well, in her mind she was thinking, well, I thought we were going to talk about it. I see what's going on. So then she stopped talking, you know, so then she was like, I'm not going to, you know, do this anymore. So she was honest about like her role in it. Lisa wasn't. Now, here's the thing, okay? There's the juicy story. I don't understand why it's become a thing. I don't understand why they have to talk about it every single time. It was interesting the first couple of times when they talked about it, when they kind of addressed it with everyone, when they called out Lisa, it was kind of interesting. But now it's kind of like, what are we even doing? And to me, it's just so boring. Like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm trying to think of which. It's like, how much can you talk about this dang dog, right? I want like a softer eyeliner look, so I'm gonna use my my Urban Decay pencil. And I'm telling you, like, it was interesting the first, like I said, the first several times they talked about it when they were addressing it with each other. But now it's like, I was watching Watch What Happens Live the other night, and like Teddy was on there, and she's so robotic and just so serious when she talks about the situation that I'm just like, it's almost like cringy when she talks about it. I'm like, it's enough, you know what I mean? Like, just stop talking about it. And then she starts talking about, anytime she brings up those text messages, do any of you guys genuinely understand? I mean, I get the gist, but when she starts saying, John, whoever said this, John, the other John said this, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't care. Like, I literally don't care. I'm just gonna use this Q-tip that I've used a million times for my eyeliner to smudge it. But you guys kind of feel like that? It's just getting old, and I feel that it has hijacked my entire season of this show that I enjoy so much. There's literally nothing else going on. There's nothing else going on in this whole entire season. I'm trying to think of one thing. Kyle brought her kids to college. That's it. Like, there's nothing else going on. Like, I'm so bored with it. I just can't. Oh, actually, no, Denise Richards is going on. She's real entertaining to me. But what's funny about her is, like, half the time, she's just in the background, kind of like, what the hell is happening? Like, are y'all, like, you can tell she's kind of just, like, she gets the dog situation, but she's kind of like, why are we still talking about it? Oh, girl. Anyways, this is kind of like one of my least favorite seasons ever, and I hate, it's so weird, right? I don't know, like, it's interesting because I love the show, and I honestly really, really, really love the addition of Denise Richards. So she's like, if she didn't join this season, I would probably say, like, this season is garbage. Something about her I just, like, really, really love. So I think it's gonna get better, though. I think, like, there's some more things that are gonna go on, but I'm ready to, like, I wish they would just stop with the whole dog thing. And then I started watching Atlanta this year again, which I've been so off of it the last several years. And I don't know what it is. I'm just so turned off. Like, it used to be my all-time favorite up until just a few years ago. And I just can't, like, you know what it is? I feel that, like, Nene is imploding. Like, I get she's going through a lot, but there's even a lot of stuff around that like, she's doing that just kind of make me, like, ugh. I feel like, all of the housewives, I feel that there's always people that are, like, they're trying to be showy. It's like their houses and this and that. And gosh, even in Beverly Hills the other day, Camille said something like, does Dorit really have all the money that she has? And I'm like, barf, like stop. Who cares? Like who cares if she does and her doesn't? Like stop. But I do find with the Atlanta franchise, it's kind of like, that's always been a thing. Like they're, especially like a few years ago with like Sheree and Kenya, like their homes and this and that and what they have. And I'm just like, and then I think the next episode, they're talking about like how Eva isn't really living where she's living. And I'm like, who the hell cares? Like just, I don't know. I feel like it's getting kind of gross. Do you know what I mean? Do you feel that way? You live somewhere that's beautiful and you love it. That's great. I think you should be proud of it. I think that you should like live and be nice to people and do you, girl. But I feel that the whole entire thing, like there's storylines based on like whose house is better and this and that. And I'm just like, can't do that. Like, girl, I don't care. I don't know. So I guess, okay, so going back to Beverly Hills, I'm just disappointed because I know like the whole thing has always been like Lisa Vanderpump isn't filming with the cast anymore. And what happened this season? There was some giant thing that happened. And I'm like, is this really it? Like, is this the thing that was like big this season or is something else gonna happen later? Because I can't. Speaking of like vlogging and not vlogging or whatever, we have so many fun trips and stuff coming up. And some of them are kind of special. I don't know, I kind of might want to do something. Just, my thing is just follow me on Instagram. I don't know. That's the thing, like, I don't story the hell out of my life. Like, I don't do a story every time I like breathe throughout the day. But if I get on a kick of doing something or if I'm like somewhere where I want to, like I will, if something makes sense. But like, I think what it is too is like, I don't think that what I'm doing throughout the day is that profound. And sometimes I see things like where there's people, obviously people I follow on Instagram, I follow for a reason because I like something that they do or I find them interesting in some way. When you click and it's just like it's like they're trying to be, it's just little witty stories and let me try to be funny for you. Like it's just not every now and then, because we all do that every now and then, but it's like just 70 a day of that same thing. And I'm like, I don't know, like I don't feel like you guys have to see every single thing that I do in my life. I don't think what I'm doing is that profound or that like, oh, I've got to show them what I'm doing for breakfast. I've got to show them this or that. Because I'm just not that impressed with myself or what I'm doing. So I'm like, does this warrant a story? Like, do I need to really share this? Do you guys, I'm kind of in that zone of like, I don't know. And if you know me and if you've seen like what I post, I guess that makes sense to you, but should I just be boring and do the same thing that I always do? Is that the wrong color? I feel like that's really pink. So the one that I always do is White Russian, which is kind of like a pinky, like a nudie pink. But this one is, it's called Fuzzy Navel, which grossest name for a drink ever. And like who wants to even have a lip gloss named Fuzzy Navel, but whatever, we get it. But it's so pretty. It's peachy. It's like a pretty peachy nude. So. I guess my point with like sharing all that is like, I don't want you guys to ever think I'm like ignoring your requests. If I'm like, hey, what kind of videos do you want to see? And a few of you are like, oh, I want to see vlogs. It's not that I'm like, oh, I don't do those. It's literally just like, I do it when it makes sense. And I cannot do those boring, basic. I cannot do that. I just can't. I'd rather just sit here and do my makeup and talk to you rather than like trying too hard. And I just feel like it's trying too hard. And I don't think that what I'm doing is like that profound throughout the day. And like, oh, you know, me going to Target is more special than anyone else going. Oh, I don't know. What am I talking about? So this is, like I said, the one thing that you should try if you're gonna get anything that I talk about. It's the Cheek to Chic Pillow Talk blush. And so what you're supposed to do, and let me kind of show you. So sometimes I'll take like a more, you know, like a more like traditional blush type brush, and you kind of go around the edges of it, and it's very pigmented, so I have to be really careful. And then you put it, you know, obviously like where you put your blush. And see, like that one I didn't blow off as much, and it kind of, and then you take the middle and put it right in the middle. The middle goes right in the middle. And it's so pretty, and it makes you look so like glowy. Isn't that pretty? I don't know, something about it is just gorgeous. But sometimes what I also do is I just take like a brush like this, and you can just swirl the whole thing together and just kind of do a quick, you know, if you don't want to do all that. So love that so much. I don't know, can you tell, like, it is such a pretty blush. And then if you ever feel like you have too much, I'll just take my beauty blender and kind of, you know, if it gets a little too intense. This is probably like one of the best blushes I've ever tried. I just cannot use anything else. I've just been loving it so much. But anyways, you guys, like, I am so excited though about so many things coming up, and I've got home stuff coming up, some really, really fun things. I'm just gonna wear these, my eye lures. These are so good, you guys. These, the 155s are so good. They're just like my go-tos. And honestly, like, I have really been liking this lash glue. I ordered it again, just my basic duo that I used to wear years ago. Y'all know I had that little weird like lash issue not that long ago. And I love, like, I wear my regular, oh, it just got like really dark in here. I love wearing having my regular lashes, and there's like zero wrong with that. But well, it's a pain in the ass to do this after you've gotten used to that brush on one too. Like, let me just tell you, it's like so messy. And why does the duo lash glue smell so incredibly disgusting? Like, I would love to know, because it is really offensive. Like, you think they could fix that or something, you know? Lots of spring clothing stuff coming. So many spring clothing things coming. Oh my gosh, so many fun things. I've got a house video coming up, like a decor type of thing. It's gonna be so fun. And we do have some fun trips coming up and things like that. Some of which that I think I might share. And you know, sometimes, like I say, when I take trips with my family, it's just so refreshing, especially like somewhere you've been before, and it's like, you know, you just want that time with your family. And I don't know, there's something very refreshing about like not sharing every single little thing when we become so accustomed to doing that. And I guess that's just my main thing that I'm always talking about, you know? It's like, I feel more, not motivated, but more like inspired than ever with videos and like things that I want to do. I guess I've also grown up a lot, and I've learned that, like, you know, I love hearing what you guys want, and because you guys are like my friends, and like we're doing this with each other, but I also am very comfortable posting exactly what I want to post. You know what I mean? Like, I love doing these types of videos. I love talking about what I want to talk about and things that we're interested in, and beauty and makeup and anything that we want to talk about, you know? But I just never feel the pressure to do stuff that I don't want to do, and maybe like do something to try to conform, or like, oh, well, I don't know. I can't do that. And so these last several years I've done that, and everything's been better, and I just feel more comfortable. And I should have let this glue dry longer. It's like an approval thing. It's like when you don't care about approval, when you're not trying, it's like when you're happy and you're not trying to like, oh, I've got to show I don't know how to, like, I've got to do this. I've got to show every little thing, you know. I don't know, like, I show things that I think you guys would enjoy, or things that are special that I think are different that, you know, that I want to share. But like, so many things, I think you just have to kind of keep a little closer. Things that work always like stick, you know what I mean? Unlike these on, like, what is going on? See, these are so good. They look pretty, but they're never like too over the top. Do you know what I mean? Love them so much. So pick these up, the iLure 155s, so good, and they're super cheap. And then, okay, and then you guys, I kind of went back to this hilariousness, my old original highlighter, but what I've been doing is I've been doing it with my beauty blender, because it's just so easy. I just use you know, like, I use brushes, I'll use this and that, you know, for foundation every now and then, you know. I go back to this and I'm like, yeah, this is just easy, you know. It's not because I'm like, oh, I guess it is because I prefer this, but I don't know, I really like both ways, but it's just, you end up always just doing what's easier, or what's easiest. So you just like do some on the side, and boop, boop, boop. Oh my gosh, you guys, best highlighter ever, first of all. Oh my gosh, I always go back to that. Do I look super glowy, especially with that white stuff that I put, that white concealer? I don't know, I think it kind of looks cool. And did you see that? Like, I got that effect without piling on and baking a whole mess of powder on my face. Keeps your under eye area from looking like dry and wrinkly. You know, even if it does like wrinkle a little, because, you know, we all got a little something going on. It looks natural. It doesn't look cakey like makeup settling. Do you know what I mean? It just looks like your skin. So that's it. That's my little look for today. And I hope that you guys enjoyed chit chatting. I feel like these times go by so fast and there's just like so much more to say. So I love the time that you guys spend with me and just everything. So thank you guys so much. I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye, y'all.